Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. There's been some really off-the-wall stuff that's been occurring here lately. Go into a little bit of that. And we're going to talk about why we do this, all this hustle and grind and everything to get to a point of freedom, retirement. Okay, so we're going to talk about that as well. However, I'll give you a little bit of an update. Got money yesterday on the duplex. That was the one that I had showed that was in such bad shape and everything. Family rented both sides, so they're gone, moved out. We got it revamped, painted and everything like that. Got money on one side, still got to do the other side. And I'm actually contemplating doing a weekly rental on it. I think there's a potential there. I've always wanted to do more having to do with short-term rentals. Just gonna kind of feel it out, see what takes place, and who knows, that might be the new wave of the future for me or something of that nature, but we're just going to have to see. But I will keep you up to date on that. And then one of the biggest things that happened is that I always run a steno pad. I got one to keep track of employees' times. I got one to keep track of dump trailer locations. I got one to keep track of schedule and who I need to call and all that kind of stuff. And I lost it. Unbelievable. And I've had that happen one time before, and of course I did not learn the lesson, and which should be take a picture every day of every page on your phone. That way you got a duplicate of the notebook in case it gets lost. But guess what? Robbo did not do that. No. So I went back to the restaurant Sunday I thought I might have had it at. Of course not, it's not there. Who knows? But all you can do is smile big, keep on, and start a new one. So that's what we've done. But we're going to get into this and see if we can help you start living the life that you're looking to do, get you closer to it, maybe just provoke some thinking for you to ask yourself some questions down the line. Where do I want to be? What do I want to do? And how good do I want my life to be? Because there's nothing more than I want you to be in a situation where you wake up and say, oh, what is it that I want to do today? Instead of asking yourself, what can't I do today that I would really like to, but I can't. So stay tuned. Okay, these are the things we're going to have to ask ourselves. How much time do you have till you retire? What are you faced with as far as time frame? When do you want to do it? Me? Well, really, I got a birthday coming up, so 4 years is what I'm looking at. What do I have to do in years to make this thing happen? Okay? So then, we've got the time established. Next, how much you need to retire? Ask yourself this. It's amazing to me how many people never say, well, I'm going to need exactly $2,389 to be able to live each month and pay my bills and not have anything else. Or I need $5,000, $7,000 or something like that. I'm telling you, you need to do this to get with your spouse, your partner, whoever. If you're involved with someone, go ahead and start asking this question because it's extremely important. We need you to start thinking, okay? And we need you to start thinking in a manner of, I want my ideal life. What does that look like? Now, how do I get there? Okay? Because if we establish what the goal is, and this is where we're at, well, then the path becomes clear to get there. I have people come to me all the time. I do offer coaching, and they'll be like, well, I want to become richer. I hand them a quarter, and I say, okay, that one was free. No, that's not what I mean, man. I want to be richer, man. And I'm like, well, what does richer mean to you? Some people it means $200 a week. Some people it means $2,000. Some people think that, hey, I need to be making $20,000 a week to be richer. It's all something that's going to be individualized to you, okay? Your plan might not fit mine. Your needs, your desires might be different, and so you need to look at exactly what it is that you need, Okay? Here's the next thing. What will I do? What do I mean by that? What are your plans once you retire? Ask yourself. Do you plan on doing cruises? Do you plan on doing traveling? Do you just plan on staying at the house and basically doing nothing, as little as possible and not getting out or anything like that? These are all questions that you need to answer. The reason for that is that basically anything that you do costs money, okay? Sometimes things that you do will cost more money than others. And the thing is that nobody takes these things into consideration. Or I'm not going to say nobody, but very few people take this into consideration. And this is absolutely crucial to having a great retirement. See, we got this thing all wrong. We get out of high school, you get out of college or whatever, then you go to work for 40, 50 years, our health goes downhill and everything, and then we decide to stop and enjoy life. No! I tell everybody that I meet that's in their late teens, said, man, go travel the world, act wild, be crazy. Stop at 30 and then settle down and start doing things, because you might not get the opportunity when you get older because other stuff happens. But here's the big one again. What will you do? Do you want to take a cruise every month? Okay, well, if you do, what does that cruise look like? Is it the $400 the budget package, or do you want the, cabin with the balcony and everything that's 10 grand? Those are choices, and there's a lot of things in between that can be done as well. You really need to ask yourself, what does retirement look like, and what are my expenses going to be? And we're just going to go into a few of them and show you. I just want you to start thinking about this, okay? Housing, house payment or rent. Car. Are we going to have a car payment? Is the car going to be paid for? If your car is paid for and you're living paycheck to paycheck, that means there's no money. Once you get paid, there's no money left over. If your car, something happens to it, then what are you going to do? Big one right here. Medical. You better get that one covered. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be, and the less eligibility you have, the less options you do if you're trying to get some type of insurance. Okay? This is huge right here. These are just some of the things that you have to ask yourself, okay? And we'll just say like over here on the housing, decent place, $1,300 a month. Car, $600 a month. Medical insurance, we'll say $500 a month, okay? You're at $2,400 and you haven't bought food. You haven't paid for electricity, cable TV, nothing. That's $2,500. $2,500 a month after tax is about $20 an hour. So you figured you have to have some type of income that equals $20 an hour when you retire. Now, you can go get a part-time job if you're physically able to. You can subsidize that and everything, but what does your pension look like? Take an account, okay, of all income. That is, if you have a pension, retirement fund, you got a 401k, take a look at it. I highly, highly suggest getting with 3 financial planners and talking with them. If you're young in life, this is absolutely huge in the sense that talking with a financial planner can make the difference of millions of dollars by the time that you retire, okay? And one of the things that we make money on is by not paying money out, taxes. If you're keeping money instead of paying it to Uncle Sam and then you're taking that money and investing it, well, that's huge, especially if you got 20 to 30 years to make this thing happen, okay? So do me a favor. just sit down today, take a look at everything and say, hey, where am I at? Where do I want to go? What can I do differently to try to help me get there? Okay, folks, I have talked to a very huge amount of people that are financially successful, that have a life that I would like to trade places with them. And it's not just because of the money, it's because of the people, it's because of how they treat others, it's their warm spirit, it's their generosity, it's the way that other people talk about them, okay? It's a total package, okay? Because I've met a lot of dicks that are rich and I don't want to have anything to do with them, okay? So please keep that in mind. The thing about it is that none of them have ever said, I saved too much money. None of them have ever said, I just have too many investments. None of them did. What I consistently hear is, I wish I had planned better. I could have saved a lot of money if I had done some things differently with taxes. I wish I had invested more. And I've heard a lot of people say, I wish I had taken better care of myself. Okay? So, there you have it. A couple tips having to do with retirement. Why? Because we want to enjoy ourselves. We hustle, we grind, all of this and everything. It would really suck to end up at the end of all this and said, man, I worked 7 days a week the majority of my life and I don't have anything to show for it. And guess what? It happens so often. I can't tell you how often that happens. It's disturbing. But hopefully this helps you. Do me a favor. Ding, ding. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. If you need to get in touch with me, my email is rentalrobertpcola@gmail.com. I do offer coaching if you're interested in that. Hit me up and have yourself a very wonderful day and figure out who's got your money. Be productive, be profitable.